Blimey, look at this, it's snowing. The first snow of 2024. Oh, they reckon it's not going to last long, but I hate being out on the road in this white stuff. Absolutely hate it. With the Arctics, I think, if it's white on the ground, we shouldn't be allowed to move. No, I hate the stuff. Oh, last shift before my retiring, and it would be a 23 plate, wouldn't it? Where are we? Everything's looking okay. Checking everything, make sure the lights are working. Let's get behind here without setting off the alarm. Oh, you've got to be very careful. And it's snowing. Oh, and I hate this. We shouldn't be out. You've got no real... They are, look. Oh, damn. Anyway, everything looks all right. Bring your back shiny side up. That's the important bit. Bloody hell. There's loads of new cars parked up in this place. Yeah. Volkswagens, Audis, Skodas. There's a load of them transporter vans and a load of ID buses. Wow. Crazy. 54 he said, was it? Did he say 50? I can't, oh yeah. 54. One bay. 54. 54, here we are. 54, so. Must be around the corner, 54. Must be around the corner then. Look, loads and loads of cars here. Bay 54, right, let's go see if we can find it. One of them massive warehouses. Oh, one of these new warehouses. The new ones seem to be getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Anyway, let's go around here and let's see if we can find Bay 54. There must be 100 bays then. This is 54 around here. Yeah, wow. Look at this place. Absolutely massive. 54 we want. And trucks everywhere. 54 he said. Bay 54. Right, let's get on this Bay 54 then. Well, there's no shortage of manned trucks here, unregistered looking. I don't know. Why would you store? Are these unsold? Is it because, you know, when you move them, you've got to hire a whole ship and there's a ship's worth here? Or, you know, 6 months supply, or I wonder why they do that, you know. Why they store lots and lots of vehicles. Is it just purely the logistics of the job? You know, or somebody, are these on order and they're waiting to be processed to put on the road from 2025 maybe? You know, you do hear, oh, waiting list, it's going to take this long, it's going to take that long. But I mean, occasionally you come across these places and these are all brand new ones. So, I'm guessing the factory make like a batch and then you've got to move them. How do you move them? Well, you hire a ship, don't you? So I guess when you've moved them from one country to another, you've got to get a ship full of them, or you know, enough of them to make it economical to move them. Interesting. I've always wondered why occasionally you see places and stuffed full of cars, and yet if you go to the dealers, oh, you'll have to wait, there's a waiting list, there's a shortage. Odd, isn't it? Odd. Well, my Munchkins, this is the last day, official day on the trucks. It's alright, it's just somebody walking down the side, sort of taking my distraction. So anyway, you should be my attention. Can we zoom that in that way? No. Okay, right, so what can I tell you of 35? Oh, let me see, that's a good question, isn't it? Let's find, where is it? You've always got to carry it with you. Ah, yeah, let's have a look. Oh, I'm not coming off the road, but I'm just coming off. So let me tell you first of all, how long have I had my license for? So I passed my car test in 1982, and then I got my truck test in 1991. I did my truck test, and then I did my bus test in 2010, and just because I'm on the bike, I did my bike test in 96. Yeah, but I used to run around, highly illegal. Do you know what made me be more, shall we say, responsible with the driving? As soon as I got my truck test, too much to lose. When you've just got your car test and you haven't got a bike test, but you run around, nothing mattered. The points came and went. The driving became serious when I got my truck test, because you're a professional driver. You're supposed to do it. But since I passed my car test, I've always done driving jobs. My first, as soon as I passed my test, I was an ice cream man in Portmadoc. I started for Tommy and Ted, two brothers. Their mother had won the pools or something, or the family had won the pools at that time. And the story goes, the two brothers, they tried several businesses and didn't really succeed, and the last shot, or the last bit of money, I suppose you could say, this is what the rumours say, Tommy and Ted started an ice cream business, and it became ice cream, and I was an ice cream man there was two brothers. Ted was was Keith, Ted and Keith, and then Tommy and, I was on the tip of my finger, Tom and from Portmadoc. Anyway, Blackrock Sands. I used to work for the dad. Ken Ice Cream. Who remembers Ken Ice Cream in Portmadoc? Blackrock Sands. I wouldn't be surprised he's still going probably. And then I did a bit of repping. Any job that involved driving in any sort of way, I got involved in. I wanted to drive, everything was driving. And then, who remembers Hammervechen bypass? The beginning of the A5 sort of thing, or the A55. It started in there was the Bangor bypass, which was called the Aber bypass, wasn't it? And then it became Hammervechen, and then they did Pimmermauer, the tunnels, and then they did Commie Crossing. And at that time, what brought me into the big stuff was Robin Jones at that time, and I was a rep selling something, I can't remember. I've sold all sorts, from Kirby Hoovers, First Aid Wallace Cameron, I did what were they called? Sovereign Chemicals, does that ring a bell? Did Sovereign Chemicals for a while, all that sort of stuff. Anyway, and I said to Robin Jones, I said, you don't pay me for the first week, but if I do any good, can I have a job? And if I'm not good at all at doing it, then don't pay me. And you know, yeah, he says no problem, I'll pay you. So he stuck me in a Moxie, yeah, Moxie. And then we did Comic Crossing and Gemmerweg and Pemmermauer bypasses. And then on the same job, it was Langs, it was EPL, Elstree plant at that time. Elstree, which is, the yard was right next door to Elstree, the film studios. Then I was on the plant, on the machines. Used to go all over, me and my caravan. Wherever the machine went, I followed with my caravan. I was a plant man, a good few years. Well, until 91. Then, you know, the dump trucks were bigger than the Arctics used to come in, and we used to look down on them. So I thought, well, if I can drive this damn thing on the site, I can drive one of them, sort of thing. So then I did my truck test. You could go straight into Class 1 then. What did we, a little Ford road train, a guy in Conway passed my test. And then my first driving, scanning first job. I've always loved scannies. I'll try and find the clippets and put the odd pictures on at the very end. John Roberts, throw me in the deep end. There was I used to run out the Raven in Whitchurch. There was a dairy up there, not far from Whitchurch. And we used to pull milk out of there, and then I'd go down into London. Oh, what a, you know, what talk about deep. I spent a week learning, and he learned to take my hand off the gear lever, because in them days you drove one hand on the steering wheel, one hand on the gearbox. You never took your hand off the gear lever, never. But you're not supposed to do it that way. Two hands on the wheel, smack, smack, smack. I mean, even this year, you know, wherever your head is, I was coming down into a round, but these are all fully automatic, have been for years. And very, very occasionally, there's something in your head, and you go and reach for the gearbox. How many of you have done that? Been doing it for years, had automatics for years, and now and again you sort of come down a hill or you come towards a roundabout, and you reach out for the gearbox that isn't there, and that hasn't been there for years and years and years. It's a habit, isn't it? You silly idiot, what are you doing looking for the gear lever? Yeah, started in road, then, did muck shifting, but that was seasonal. In them days, you know, if you earned 10 grand in the summer, you could live in the winter, no problem. You'd earn 10 grand in the summer, it was good wages, you could live through the winter, and then in the summer you cracked on again. Sort of March, April time, the muck shifting season started, and then you went and worked as hard as you could, got as much money as you could together. I was a gas man for a while, delivering gas. Oh yeah, what had I done? The gas. What happened with the gas? Yeah, I didn't have experience. I sort of did it the wrong way. You'd think it's the right way, but it ended up being the wrong way. I was on a little 7.5 tonner and then a 10 tonner delivering gas around North Wales, Carnarvon, Amazon gas as it was then, Shell gas. And Debbie was in the office, and no, got to go back for there. M&M, Michael, worked for M&M for a bit. Funny stuff. The thing about trucks is never a dull day. There's always something. There's always a story to tell. You know, I'm a storyteller. There's always a story to tell. What happened today, or where did you go, and what did you do? Anyway, where were we? Amazon gas, right? You got to wait for them days. To get in the Arctics, you have to wait for someone. If you get a better truck, you have to wait for someone to die or to move on before you moved on. Everybody sort of moved in a, you know, wasn't agencies, anything like that there. And anyway, I'd been there a good time, my turn to have the Arctic, and there was a depot. They merged two depots. A whole load of came down from Widnes, where the head office was, and the head office, or the bigger depot, moved into the Carnarvon depot, and they brought their people with them. And right, it's my turn on the Arctic now. Then Ford Transcontinental. That's what it was. Transcontinental. Yeah, I've done my 2 years on these 7.5 tonners, knocking around, rigid, delivering gas, doing all that. It's my turn now, because the space became available. No, my face didn't fit. They didn't want me to do it. Whatever. Blah blah blah. So, right, you could get lost. That's when my trucking actually started, which I should have done in the first place. So, don't sit in a class 2 thinking you're learning your trade. Don't sit in a 7.5 tonner thinking that you should start small and work big. No. Once, go and get your class 1, and then do what we all do. We bluff it, don't we? All you got to do is get it out the gate. Yeah, do whatever you've got to do. Talking about that, I know I'm going to jump all over the place. Road trains, manual box, no such thing as automatic boxes then. Manual box, Eaton twin splits. Don't be telling me, yeah, Eaton twin splits, best box that ever was, blah, 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 blah. Well, you haven't driven automatics for long enough, you old fart. Yeah. Eaton twin splits. Oh, if you can't find it, grind it. I was working for, I don't know if there's anybody in Asda watching this, in Lutterworth. What were they called before Asda Transport took over, probably 25 years ago? What was it called? It was called something. The transport firm did all of Asda's deliveries. Road trains, Leyland road trains. 2 engines. You had a Leyland engine, or you had a Rolls engine. And the Leyland would rev and you were all right, but then now and again you get one with a Rolls engine that hardly ticked over, and you were missing you were listening to the engine and the gearbox at that time and looking at the revs. And they give me this truck anyway. I've gone down the motorway with it. I've got it out the gate. It's all that matters. And I'm in, and I can't make any of the gears. Every gear I chose was the wrong gear. So I'm in the services somewhere. I don't know where it was. Must have been a spacious place. Anyway, I'm sitting there thinking, what the hell am I going to do now? Anyway, I happened to see another Asda truck pull in, and I said, "Yeah, mate," because then we were all mates, brother truckers. All the truckers work together. None of this, what it is now. Every driver was each other's mates. Yeah. They're all a bunch of miserable shits now, aren't they? Yeah. They think they're... Anyway, that's another story. Anyway, show me this box, will you? I didn't have an Eaton twin split. Oh, because I can't find any of the gears. And we were going round and round the services in this truck, and going... As we were going around, facing the traffic coming towards us. He taught me, that's when he taught me how to sort of give me a better idea, and then from there on I sort of learned, yeah, try and press the button to the very end, to that clutch brake at the very end. Oh, what a stinker. Oh, trailers. Forget air brake trailers, forget that. Bloody ratch cable handbrakes on like a ratchet and a lever underneath, and it was either didn't work, it was seized, or it was either full of grease, or if it wasn't full of grease and it didn't work, and it did work, it would take the fingernail off, because it was like a ratchet thing. You pull the cable, and then you'd have to release the little clip to undo the ratchet to get your brakes. Oh, what a horrible stinking things. Thank God they've gone. Thank God they're gone. And I was talking to my friend the other day. I know I'm waffling on. The trucks have so much improved. Oh, who remembers stuffing rags down where the gearbox, when the gear comes up through and you're changing gear, you'd stuff rags down there to stop the draft. This time of year now, snow and ice and wind, you'd be wearing your missus's tight stockings, because the draft that would come up your legs. Oh, there was never a good truck with a good front end on it. We used to put cardboard this time of year. We put cardboard under the front, just to stop the draft coming in up between the pedals or out through the dash. The bloody fitter would do something or take a grommet out or whatever, and he wouldn't put it back quite right, and the draft that would come, and you'd be going up to Scotland and you're pulling yourself up in Scotland, you'd see the weather and the snow, and then the cold would come. Trying to keep warm in those, it was terrible. Yeah. And then the automatic boxes came. Then it was tachograph. You filled in your disc on your tachograph. You used to do loads of dodging. You've been watching this channel a while. My reading and writing isn't the best, and spelling. You can read the thing. I used to put the Michael, what was his name? The boss, Michael Williams or whatever it was, and he goes to me, Reggie, do you think I can spell my own name? Yeah. Well, why don't you spell? And I was using his name on a taco, and I wrote it wrong, so it looked like he couldn't even spell his own name right. Oh man, the naughtiness we've done. The truck industry has cleaned up. Wow, it's cleaned up. The trucks are better. The trucks are bringing trailers home with no brakes on them, backing off the slack idlers. Oh yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing, without a doubt. But of course, everything moves forward. Everything moves forward. The trucks have moved forward. The space in them, So anyway, we've come to the end now, haven't we? I can't remember. When I have another brainwave, I'll make another film. But stories and interesting, and but I want to get to how many people haven't made retirement for whatever reason or another. Illness, accidents, blah blah blah, all the things of life that stop you getting there. So it's a goal. It's a goal I've got here. And it's been even worse because, if you take a 25 or a 35 year mortgage, that's the mortgage. Imagine them saying to you, oh, by the way, we've decided you're going to pay us another year's mortgage. It's just driven me mad. I've hated every minute of doing this extra year, working till 66. Everybody retired at 65. When I started working 65, you pay your dues, and that's another story, what they're doing with the money now. But anyway, as I keep remembering the points, I will keep dropping in now and again and making a little bit. You see, you have to be, I was watching the film, and I was on about points on your license. As a truck driver and as a bus driver, or having a bus license and a bike license and my car license, 3 points is now 12 points. Because if I get a speeding ticket in my car, it's not 3 points, because it's 3 points on my car license, on my truck license, on my bike license, and on my bus license. So points are something we avoid. With these these electric, you can be flashed at any time, but the truck driver gets, or a multiple license holder, shall we say, gets punished way harder, and I sort of think it's not sort of fair. If you're speeding your bike, then and that's easy to do in these modern bikes now. 3 points, but that means it affects 3 points on my truck license, which affects my work, which affects my ability to do work. Do you know what I mean? If you had to choose a driver, and you had two people, and one had 3 points on and one had none, which one would you choose? And there was nothing between them? Well, you'd choose the one with no points, wouldn't you? No matter the story, well, I was in a hurry, the customer was waiting, I had to do this, I had to do that. There's lots of pressures that you must resist. if I get 3 points on my bike, well, I'm a silly arse, aren't I? And it's my own fault. But it's so easy to be, hurry up, the customer's waiting, or you know, you've been delayed. Oh damn, I want to get home for my tea. I want to this, that, and t'other. Yeah, it's so tempting to do in the trucks, and I try to avoid it. You know, I try to. We all speed. You know what I mean? One way or another. So we're way more careful, because like I say, if you're just a car driver and you get 3 points, and I'm driving the same car behind you and I get flashed by the same machine, it's equivalent to 12 points to me, because I get 3 points on my bike license, 3 points on my bus license, and 3 points on my truck license. Yeah, little add-in. I'll put loads today as they come into my head. I'll put a few add-ins and a few stories and a few bits and pieces, and then make one big film in the end. Oh yeah, last down loan. Passing your test. If you're now, because obviously I've done lots of tests to get through all that. I think my car test I did first time. I think my bike test I did first time. My truck test it took me about 5 times. What did I do? I think the first one I failed because I clipped the curb on the last bend into the bloody test station. Went around, was doing all right. The last clip, I clipped it. I remember when you stop, you're meant to put your handbrake on. I think it was a zebra crossing or whatever it was. And I put my handbrake on too early, the air brake. Nearly sent him through the windscreen. I failed that one. I think I've backed straight through the box. When I was backing, you know, part of the test, you have to do that S-bend thing and get through the box. I think I backed through the box. I did that. My bus test, I think, was it twice or 3 times my bus test? Oh, I'm a nervous wreck. I hate... You know, I'm a big bloke, I'm fairly confident, you know, there's nothing shakes me. But you sit me behind the wheel and somehow my legs become to jelly. Oh, and I'm sweaty and like this. I can't even believe myself that I behave in such a... that's why I hate assessors and being assessed. You know, it's my way or no way, you know what I mean? But yeah. You know how much, because you know how many, I've got my bus, my bike, my truck and my car test. I've done a lot of time trying to pass tests. It's just on the day. It's on the day. If you get a clear run, they can't pass everyone. Everyone that goes to look for their test, mostly the testers, they deserve the test. They're ready for the test. But first of all, you've got to control yourself, and then you've got to control the circumstances. You need to be, and they can't pass everyone. They've got to find a reason. So the guy's sitting there with his clipboard, and they're all as deserving as each other. Well, I passed him, he's a good driver. I passed him as a good driver. This one, he is a good driver, but I can't pass everyone. I need work in a few weeks' time when he rebooks it. So the smallest of infringements will have to fail this one, unfortunately. That's the truth of it. Everyone goes there hoping to pass the test, but you cannot. Not everybody can pass the test all the time. We don't live in a perfect world, do we? And not everyone gets a good run, you know. So tell me your stories. How long did it take you to get through your tests? Honestly, you asked most of the people, oh yeah, I'm a truck driver, I passed my test first time. What a load of twaddle that is. Truth be known. I'm sure my bike was first time. Then, I think he used to follow, I think it was a set of earphones. And he follows you. I think it was CPC time at that time, because of course as time has gone along, each test has sort of changed, and what it is now, my bus test was that that was the first time we had to do 5 things to get through your test, didn't you? I remember, you know, your walk around check, and then I came to the end. He says, and then I went, oh yeah, you got to match your tyres, you got to match your wheels, you got to match your mirrors. Whoa, slow down. Tell me exactly what you're looking at. What do you look? I'm looking for a glass, and I'm looking. Has it got a clack? And is it still all that sort of thing? You know what I mean? So yeah, passing the tests over that span of time, they've changed completely, and I think they've gone back now. I think you can get your class 1 straight away now. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Although I did, and a lot of us did. Those old fogies did. But they were slower. They were less weight. I mean, they're efficient. I mean, you know, you don't see. I tell you a thing you don't see now is you don't see trailers lock up, do you? All the time. Who remembers? If you've ever been on the road for any length of time, remember the old days. You'd know something was going on ahead because the smoke would be coming off the backs of the trailers. All this ABS and all that, and disc brakes and better brakes now. You don't see trailers locking up. You used to see trailers lock up all the time, didn't you? You see the smoke coming up, then you know there's trouble. Now the only thing you see smoke is he's got a tyre gone. Yeah, so if I think of anything else, I'll add it to the end. And come on, let's deal with the elephant in the room. This stupid, does that look, yeah, certificate, driver qualification card, CPC. What a load of twaddle. Oh, it's insulting, you know, for you to have to sit there for that many hours for them to. We've been there, I've been there, I've done that, I've got the t-shirt. I always say, you know what I mean, if you want to if you're looking for a driver, fine, you know, everybody else is on their own journey, but look at this license. Look how many tests I've passed. Look how long ago, how long I've had them for. Don't be doing me this, all these tests and all the rest of it. It's an insult, and I think that's a huge disincentive. The CPC, it's such a load of. All right, the first time around it was novelty. Maybe do it once, like you pass your test once, do your CPC once, and then forget about it. But having to do it 5 years, and we've done the first lot, and I've even done the second lot. Am I going to do the third lot? Am I hell? It's an insult. I sit there just fuming and boiling, and it's a load of twaddle. It's a load of that's irrelevant. They don't teach the right things. They don't. You know, it's not. The amount of time you spend not on topic that really matters. That's the day-to-day thing that truck drivers do. It's a money-making scheme. Okay, I haven't got a problem. If they said to us, look boys, we've got to create employment, and we're straight with us, we've got to employ lots of people, taking you all your retests again, and we're doing the country good by generating this work. If they were honest, it'd be fine, but they talk about this CPC and the way they talk about it and the way they teach it and put it over. And you know, I'm an old git. I talk to lots of other old gits, and we're mostly on the same page. It's an insult. I think if you want to get retired drivers back behind the wheel to help out now and again, you want to say, right, once you've had your license for so many years, you don't need to take your CPC. I'm not going to sit there for however many hours to be taught to teach how to suck eggs, insulted. That's not the way it is, mate. And you'll find, and I am, you know, I am one of those stirrers that ask a whole load of difficult questions, and none of them have got the answers. No, none of them will, you know. Oh, hey, we're done. Let me show you and explain to you. I haven't got my seatbelt on yet. How hopefully I'll stop getting treated like a second-hand citizen. There's no shelter. You know how many drivers have to stand by a window to get served in poor weather, and there's no shelter, there's nowhere to stand under. You know, we'll give this guy the thumbs up, he might need the paperwork. We'll have to wait and see. Hold on. Let's go here a minute. Look at this. Look at this. If you've got any sort of delay or you've got to speak to him or talk to him, you're outside. There's no shelter like there is in front of your house or whatever, a bit of a porch thing. Winter ahead of us, and how much time does that drivers have to stand? Obviously, you know, you present yourself, you give them the paperwork, and they've got to sort out, oh, you've got to go here, you've got to do that sort of a thing. But meanwhile, you're stood, and they never ever, very rarely, sometimes they do, don't get me wrong, but 90% of the time, you don't get any shelter at all. And you stand there in the rain like a dog, treated like a leper. Here we go. Ratcliffe Street, White's Farm or something, Ratcliffe Street. So we're here, and here's Ratcliffe Street. I don't want to go down there. I don't even think I can get in here. All right, I'm looking for a place called White's Farm. Have you ever seen it?
Where?
White's Farm, Ratcliffe Street.
This is Redcliffe Street.
The lady says it's down here on this entrance. He says she's not going to make it because that lady there lives across the road. That lady's on nights. Got to get it in here. It might be somewhere else. You're not going to get it in here. Right. Okay. Let's take a walk down there. Let's go take a walk down there. Because you're going to be slipping and sliding. It's okay down here. Let's go see if we can find someone. Welcome to our container destinations. So it sounds like this is the place. We got to back down. They'll come out and get me. Fine. And go round to the left, and they're in the building on the left. Okay. Let's have a look. Round to the left. The trouble is, you start spinning here and you're screwed. They are down to the left. We're in the building on the left. There's no one here. Is there anyone here? Hello? Hello? There's nobody here. Are they down there? Nothing there. That's going to be interesting. The building on the left, which is the back of that building. Oh, there's a door open here on a van. Footsteps. A door. Key in the door. Ooh, we're getting there. Right. Let's give this a go. What the hell does it do with the keys? Oh, here they are. Right. Let's
grants the Ukrainians the permission to use these longer range missile systems.
They have them on a regular time. So we can only believe him. He says they will fit. We're going to go backwards first. Swing fairly wide, but you've got to watch for them. They've left bollards. There's go nice and wide into it. There's plenty of room behind. Okay. Let's swing out wide. Let's get in there first. Thank you. Right here. Looking okay. Looking okay. This so far so good. It's going to move the red van and the white car, the black car and the red van. So those two are moving. So it's going to be all right. As long as we don't get stuck. If we get a bit of slipperiness underneath us, we can either go backwards or forwards. We should be all right because it's soft enough. It's quite soft. Quite soft. There's a car behind us. Now hopefully it'll think, forget that, turn around. Come forward, he says, and go there. Okay. On the neighbour's door. We get on the pavement, get out of the way. These cars come behind me. I'm gonna go. We seem to be crushing the snow quite easily. We might do it, I don't know, it's going to be very tight. It's going to be tight anyway. Are we going to attempt it with the van there? In the dry it might be worth a try, but in the snow it's not worth it. He's coming, can't get the man for the van. Let's attempt this. We've got to go forward a bit. Oh, car coming. I think I'm stuck already. Come on. I'm stuck already. I'm going to keep rolling, hold on. Go forward a bit. Because we have to go over to one side. It's a bit not good. Stuck again. Go by and come back again, yeah. It's alright, I'm just going to put my arse in the right place. Spinning, spinning, right, we're alright, we've got grip now. Just don't want to get stuck and a piece of ice in the wrong spot. Right, the arse is in the right place now. I need to get in there. So we've missed the car. We've got the fence here. Now I'm stuck. Try again. There's a particular slippery bit. On the curb, look, stuck. It's not going to go. Gonna have to bump that curb somehow. No, can't get the unit to climb the curb because of the snow. Now I'm stuck. Get on the curb. Good lad, I'm on the curb now. But I'm in the wrong spot. Stuck. Put momentum back. There's the wall behind me. No, can't do it. Gotta go back a bit. Wall in front of me. There's a car bibbing, they don't know that I haven't got grip. Got no drive. Got no drive. I've got no drive. I've got no drive on this floor.
Yeah, can you go right and try and shovel it out and straight it up and...
I've got no, look. Got no drive, look. Spinning, I'm stuck.
Go forward and then straight up. I'll try and clear the snow.
You know, I'm stuck.
You're stuck?
Yeah? Look, it's not going anywhere. Right, try again. Go on. Try again, try again. It's just that there's a patch of puddle of ice or something. Go on, I'll try it. Just keep trying.
That driver behind you is going mad.
Well, let him let mad. Send him to me, I'll sort him out. There's this wall in front as well. Right. Now I've got to swing that in. Swing it in now. Yeah. Stuck again. Okay. Stuck again, look. can't climb that curb. Yeah. It's not allowing me to put the wheel on the curb. Stuck again. Look, I can't get onto the curb. The front wheel won't climb the curb, so I can't turn. Yeah, I'll show you. Nope. This wheel won't climb on the curb. It's so slippery. It's just ice. This wheel won't climb up on the curb. See, need to get a bit more. Gotta get here and it spins up. Look.
Can't get the shovel.
You get the
Shovel, yeah. You can slide this guy a bit.
He's stuck. I'm gonna tell him I'm stuck. Him to go and speak to him to tell him I'm stuck. He drives off. They're very brave behind the horn, aren't they? This bloody wheel won't climb on the curb, so I can't get the unit over. I can't get enough grip to get on here. Yeah. So I don't know what they're going to try and do. There's plenty of room here. Still a bit tight. No, it'll come down there all right. Yeah. I just can't get the front end to do what I want it to do. Short of rubbing it back sort of, and I'm not in the right place to be able to. I can get up there onto it, but it's not doing the right thing. This just is, look, just sliding along. I haven't got enough pull to pull it up onto the curb because, look, just pure ice, pure solid ice now. So we're screwed. Yeah, it's going to be quite difficult anyway. But push that back a bit. Watch out for the bins here. We should be all right. Try and clear, yeah, because I've got no control. It's going where it wants to go on the ice, so I've got no control on it, so it's not going exactly where I want it to go. Right, let me try that then. Go forward a bit more, cut that corner a bit tighter, and then push back. Okay. He's going to get stuck down there. Idiot. You can see I'm struggling to back in. And that idiot's gone behind me. How's that? No. That's not gonna go. Now I'm stuck again. Right, come on. There's the wall. Yeah? We need two sets of eyes here. Now it's gonna go. Gonna go? Yeah. Now I'm stuck. Hold on. Just needs a bit of a push when it goes. That's better. We're gonna get away with that. Where's that? I need a wall in the front now. Just this far corner here now. Keep an eye on that. Yeah? Okay. Okay. Oh. You okay? No. Not quite. Lamppost. Yeah. That's not going to go. I might do. Too much to turn on it. Now I'm stuck again. Can you take those bins back a bit? Will those bins go back a bit? No? Okay. 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 I'm just going to try. It's that corner I'm worried about. Try again. Yeah. See, I'm spinning. Spinning. Do you want to walk by? You're right. Okay. 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 Still no good. Ooh. Yeah, I see what you mean. I've just got no pushback on it. Look, it's not going where I want it to go. Can you hear it? Revving up. Is it better? Yeah. Yeah, no grip. Look, spinning. See it spinning. Let me try something. Hold on. Let me try something. Hold on. Yeah, no good that way. Gone the wrong way. Just try again. Sometimes it's better just to start and try again. Sometimes you might as well just forget it and start again. Right, let's start again. What a shit. It's because I just haven't got any traction. So I keep spinning. So I can't, I've got no control. Why the hell? I'm stuck now. Why the hell did I think to these places? You never know. I'm back in square one now. I can't get on that bastard curb. Come on, get on the curb. Nearly did it. It's pretty soft snow, so the more we mess with it, the more it'll melt. Right, we're going to go now. Come on, come on. Come on, swing in. Is he going? I think we're better. I think we're better off now. Don't worry, we'll keep crushing the ice, keep melting the ice, it should be alright. See now, look, see the curb there, can't get my wheel on the curb. So now it's not doing what I want it to do. Careful, don't get too close. Ah, we're on. We're on that curb now. Now. Yeah, watch this corner, right? Now I'm stuck again. Wait a minute. Spinning. We'll go eventually, it's got to go. Ah, that's made progress. Yeah? I've got to go that way. No? Okay, back. Yeah. No, I can't. It's because there's no grip, see? Because there's no grip, it's spinning and moving out of the way.
Can you not go anymore?
Try again. Try a different way. Try something else. Come at it in a different way. Hold on. Get a bit closer. Right, it's my nose that's giving me the trouble, so let's try this again. Can't get on this curb. Come on, come on, come on. Climb on the curb. Yeah, there we are. Now try it. That looks better. That looks a bit better. Yeah, spin it in from there. Now I'm stuck. You see, because I have to do that, I'm losing control of it. Come on, get in. Yeah? Start taking it off now. We've got a chance. We've got a chance now. We've got a chance. We're in. We've got a chance. We've got a chance. Yeah, we're in. We're going to be in now. Yeah, back a bit more. Ah, stuck again. Hold on. We got it. We got it. Yeah. Yeah. We've got it. We've got it. We're in. Whew, we're in. Bloody hell. It's just because, you know, the camber of the road and the ice on the road, I had no grip and I had no steering and I couldn't get my front wheel on the curb to where I wanted it to be. So anyway, welcome to Container Destinations. We've got in, we ain't got no scrapes on it or bumps, but that's only half of the story. We've got to get it to the next place now. So let's see how we get on. So, do you need to move that van?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll wait here for you, yeah? You go back here, okay. So, that was one, wasn't it? You're in the... You can't quite see there, can you? Anyway, let's bring ourselves up to date. Let's talk about the modern trucks. They are amazing. They are, you know, so comfortable, so quiet. If you want to turn... If you're the sort that likes your music flat out and you don't want to upset anyone, get yourself a truck license because you can turn your stereo up as loud as you can go. Yeah, they brake. They don't break down. They're pretty good on, you know, traction. They've got the power to pull the loads now. The weight. Wow, you know, they're as good as a luxury car. The old days, if you were lucky, you had a radio. There's many a time I've gone, I haven't got, that's all I wanted was a radio and a cigarette lighter so I could plug my sat nav into it. But now the radios are fantastic in them. They've always got power on them to plug your stuff into. You've got electric mirrors, you've got heated mirrors, you've got blind spot monitoring. As you know, I'm a fan of dash cams. Most of them have got cameras on. I think it should be mandatory. But there we are, that's another story. Yeah, I'm on my way home now. Drop that. Oh, what a sting. I don't know if we're going to put these together. It's going to be a bit too long, but that, when I was trying to back it into that place with all the snow and the grip, what a last load to do. Anyway, I've dropped that trailer there as instructed and now I'm heading home. Bobtail, yeah, bobtail. I haven't got a trailer on. Really comfortable. My middle axle's up. Is my middle axle up? Yeah, my middle axle is up because I delivered it empty. And they're great. You know, the modern trucks are amazing. Right, catch you in a minute. That's better. Wow, we've made it. Now we can breathe. Yeah, wow, the hours. As a truck driver, the hours I've put in, you know, the usual standard hours, the minimum is sort of 10 hours. 10 hours is a short day. You plan for 12, but you can actually do 15, and most of them, it's getting better, but most of them will get you to the 15, or sometimes the conditions make you turn into a 15. You know, it takes you that many hours before you can get home. Sometimes a little bit over. Don't tell the boss man. Yeah. So I've had a good living out of it, mainly because the rate hasn't always been the best rate, but you make it up because you do the hours. You know, 60 hours is a normal sort of thing. Usually you've done your 60 hours even before the Saturday comes. I've always avoided weekend work. I've always tried. You can do if you want to avoid the weekend work. It's in your control. It's whoever you stay with, because basically you've got a license. They want you to drive, so you can choose to drive. Your bosses can choose whatever driver they want, but also if you've got your class 1, you're so much flexible. You can work for whoever you want. If you don't want to work for them, fine. Join the union of the boots and then walk out the door and find someone that does suit you. It's always been that way. I can't say that I've been to a place and I was miserable and I worked there for years and I hated it. Because there's a lot of those people, because there was nothing else. There is always something else on trucks. Once you've opened that door to a class 1 license, the world is your oyster. You can do whatever. Okay, fate has a hand in it, but you can nudge it. You know, there's not many things that you can control. A lot of the time it's done upon you, isn't it? Life does it upon you. But with trucks, you do have that little leeway of you can nudge it, you know, choose to do it or choose not to do it. You know, I've always kept away these places that work 24/7, 7 days a week. I don't ask them for a job. keep away from those people, and I find the people that, you know, generally they work 5 days a week, take your turn on a Sunday, that sort of thing. I mean, Christmas is coming up. Wow, I've had plenty of rows about Christmas. You know, in the year, I do like my 2 weeks off, my break. You know, we're all entitled to it, and I do like my Christmas and my New Year's. I don't mind negotiating. You know, people have got kids and whatever, so if someone wants to have the Christmas or the New Year's or the New Year's or the Christmas, I can do that. But I've walked off a few jobs, memorably. B&Q don't recognise Christmas and all them, but mostly all the big shops and all that. Oh, we don't recognise Christmas, you know. Well, it's bye-bye. I'm off. You know, I'll negotiate with you. No, there's no negotiation. You've got to work Christmas and you've got to work New Year's right up to the end. No, I'm going. No, you won't go. You like it here too much. No, I'm going. So I went. I said, right, put your job where the sun don't shine. Anyway, it was over. New Year's phone call. Well, I'd already got a job and I was out working. And Debbie was home and the phone call went, where's Reggie? He hasn't come to work? Well, no, because he's not coming to work, because he wouldn't. And then, oh, well, all right, come back. Yeah. And sometimes I have worked. I mean, if you want to work every day through Christmas, you can do, through the Christmas break. You know, it's here to do. But all in all, it's not been a bad little job. No, it's not been a bad career. It's paid all my bills, you know. I've never been out of work for any length of time. Only a time of my choosing, do you know what I mean? and that's why we moved to the Midlands for the muck shifting, and then the trucks took over. My motto is whoever's paying you the most money is your new best friend. Yeah, that's the thing with that. Wherever you're getting your most money from, those people are your new best friend. Right then, I better bring this to an end or it'll be never ending. Yeah. Not in the last years, but I used to be a 50p mad. I was only here for me and my missus. I'm only here for the money, So if I could get a 50p pay rise somewhere, I'd be off. What'd you do that for? You're comfortable doing here? Whether I'm in this truck driving this or that truck driving that, it makes no difference. The only difference is the money. And I used to be a 50p merchant. You offer me 50p more an hour? Ooh, I'm off, I'm with you, yeah. So I am literally minutes away from finishing my shift. And now I can breathe. I am going to change, yeah, I am going to completely change, and that'll be tomorrow's story. Chameleon. New plan, new thing. Nice whilst it lasted. Shut the door on this. Always keep it on the back burner. Always keep my license alive, because if the next plan doesn't work, you'd always fall back. The HGV light is one of those sort of qualifications no one takes off you, and it doesn't run out. It's not like a forklift license. If you don't do it every 2 years, you don't get it, sort of thing. So everything changes. Woo! I've been waiting so long. New plan, sort of, no, not new me, same me, but more of me, I suppose. Because then I'll be completely in charge of my destiny, and let's see if fate wants to stick a finger in where it don't belong, But no, it's been all in all good, honest day's work. I recommend it to anyone. If you like driving and you don't mind queuing, and you can keep your cool, and you can pay independence, ups and downs as all jobs are. You get good days and bad days, but I have had some fantastic days. It's like being on holiday, but somebody else pays you to go there and see the views, because I've been to lots of places. I know a lot of places, and I get paid for going there. Whereas otherwise you'd get stuck, wouldn't you? So this is me signing off from, and look, I brought it back shiny side up. It was a bit close today in that ice and snow, wasn't it? Trying to back into that place, but yeah, I'm bringing it back shiny side up for the last time. Ooh, and breathe. We've got here. It took us an extra year. Bleeding government. I should have retired at 65 like everyone else before me, but I'm gonna go to 66, so we've got it here. I'm gonna live my retirement for all them poor truckers, for whatever reason, never made it. No, so I'm here now. So I'm gonna retire for them and with them, if they're looking down. Right, the end for now. So let's do a last walk around check. We came bobtail, came back to the yard, hook up onto that trailer, Reggy, for the next guy tomorrow. Mudguards in one piece, no marks on the tank, bodywork okay, no marks on the door, bottom of the step okay, looking all good. Brought it back in one piece, brought it back shiny side up, so that's my job done. Yeah, no new, that's the cameras, the old cameras from the other units when they swap over. That's nice and old, isn't it? Yeah, no big new damage. Nothing on the tank. Connected up, ready for the next driver. Yeah, lights okay in the back. Yeah, so that's our last closing walk around to check. That's that done. Last job before we walk out the gates.